Alright, what's going on, y'all? So, last month I reacted to my worst NBA takes of the last year. Today we're reacting to the best, and you guys might think I don't know ball and all my takes suck. That's fine. I guess today we'll find out. Let's jump into it.
NBA draft lottery has become a disaster, and I think we need to change it before it's too late.
How crazy is that? I said we need to change it before it's too late. I posted this video before the draft lottery this year. Before all the bullshit with the Mavs getting the first pick and Cooper Flagg going to a good team and, man, the Wizards falling to 6.
So back in 2019, in an effort to combat tanking, the NBA flattened the lottery odds. But hey, Adam Silver, guess what? It hasn't worked. I also just don't even think the odds are fair. Oh, and also, why is the lottery done in secret? Anybody else think that's sus?
Come on, man. Come on, Adam Silver. The fans deserve better.
No one's talking about this, but I'm really worried about the future of the Milwaukee Bucks.
Okay, so this was from like 2 years ago, maybe even 3, I forget. But point is, like, I've been on this whole the Bucks are cooked thing for ages, like even before it was cool. And I remember this video went viral, but let's see what I said.
So there are 3 main problems with the Bucks' future. Problem number 1, this team is old. Like, Giannis is almost 30, and then Pat Connaughton's 30. Drew Holiday's 32. Brook Lopez is 34. Chris Middleton's 31.
It's crazy that they had all of these older core pieces, and all they did was get even older.
And they don't own their own first-round pick outright until 2028.
Which is also what made the fact that they were able to pull off the Dame trade so crazy at the time.
Look, the Bucks might win the championship this season, but all I'm saying, the future of the Bucks might look very different. Alright, here are my top 5 sleepers in the 2024 NBA draft. Number 1 is Cam Christie from Minnesota.
I gotta say, my draft takes have always kind of been spot on, especially when it comes to sleepers. Someone commented on the video this year that I did. Let me pop that up on the screen. With all of my draft sleepers every single year I've made this video. I mean, look at this list. Kind of impressive if you ask me. Maybe I should just quit YouTube and be a scout.
There's just no way Terrence Shannon Jr. fails in the NBA. I mean, the guy's 6'6", 220, freight train of a human being, and his combo of scoring and strength, you don't find that. He's this year's Jaime Jaquez. I don't know if Bub Carrington even counts as a sleeper.
My guy, let's go.
Lottery hype, but if you want to see a guy who's got unlimited bag and one of the prettiest off-the-dribble jumper games in the league, that guy is Bub Carrington.
See, now none of you can say that I just hype up Bub because I'm a Wizards fan. I've been on Bub. I've been a Bub guy.
I understand the concerns about AJ Mitchell. He's older. Is the jump shot legit? Is he athletic enough? But he's got some of the best hoops IQ in the class. I'm betting on him to be a great backup point guard. And finally, every single NBA team wants a big man that can protect the rim and shoot threes. And yet somehow Khalil Ware is falling outside the lottery.
Great take.
Underrated prospect in this year's draft is pretty easily Matas Buzelis of G League Ignite, and I just don't get why people are sleeping on. Matas is a 6'10" small forward, and to me, just the definition of versatility. He can defend multiple positions at a...
Yeah, great take. I can't believe he fell outside of the top 10 to the Bulls. I think I had him as my second-ranked prospect in the class. And I would take him number 2 in a redraft once again. And speaking of good takes, I gotta tell you guys about the sponsor of today's video and one of the best takes anyone can have, which is to drink Zbiotics. So I've been on my health grind in 2025. I mean, I'm eating well, I'm hooping, I'm training mixed martial arts, I'm doing a bunch of things, and Zbiotics are an absolute game changer because Zbiotics Pre-Alcohol Probiotic is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. And here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. And it's actually this byproduct, not dehydration, that's a big myth, that's to blame for your rough next day. And then this little vial of pre-alcohol produces an enzyme to break that byproduct down. So if you're like me and you like to have a good time every once in a while, just remember to make pre-alcohol your first drink of the night. Drink responsibly and you'll wake up feeling your best in the morning. And then, as always, use the link in my description to get 15% off your order at checkout and free shipping. Let's get back to the video.
The LA Clippers are officially the most slept on team in the NBA this season. And Yeah, that needs to change.
Okay, remember what had just happened when I made this video. I made this about a year ago after free agency, after Paul George left for the Sixers. Wow, great take.
So ever since Paul George left and signed with the Sixers this offseason, it feels like everybody just went, yep, okay, that's it for the Clippers. Like on Bovada right now, they currently have the 20th best title odds and are behind the Spurs.
Isn't that insane? You wouldn't have won your bet here, so hey, this is not financial advice, but like the Kings had better. I mean, look, the Rockets are right there too, but the Kings had better title odds than the Clippers.
What are we doing? Here's the pitch. Big threes don't work anymore, and the Clippers still have two other, top 40 players. The better move is to take two stars and surround them with role players. And that's what the Clippers did this offseason, replacing Paul George with Derrick Jones Jr. And as long as Kawhi is healthy, this team is dangerous. To wrap this up, I'm obviously not saying I'm picking the Clippers to win the West or anything like that, but can they win another 50 games in a playoff series? Hell yeah.
And then they took the Nuggets to 7 games.
I can't believe I even have to make this video. But no, Alex Sarr is not a bust, and honestly, neither is Bronny James. So there's no sugarcoating it, all right? Last night, Alex Sarr had a game to forget in Las Vegas.
Wow. Yeah, 0 for 15 is even worse than I remember this. But of course, okay, this is about the classic Sarr brutal summer league game in his rookie year summer league. And then I remember everyone was like, oh man, the Wizards made a mistake. They should have taken Reed Sheppard. Sarr made first team all rookie. Reed Sheppard spent more time in the G League than on an NBA court.
I'm going to say something that a lot of people aren't going to agree with. And it's that the New York Knicks are the biggest threat to the Boston Celtics in the East, not the Cleveland Cavaliers. So the Celtics are the defending champs.
Dude, I was such a big Knicks guy all last season. For the first 2/3 of the season, everyone thought the Cavs were the biggest threat to the Celtics. And I was a Knicks guy. And of course, guess which team ended up advancing to the conference finals, and guess which team ended up beating the Celtics in the East.
The Philadelphia 76ers might be in trouble, and the season hasn't even started.
Woo! Another team I was absolutely right about. People were saying the Sixers were title contenders after they signed Paul George. And obviously, I kind of get it, right? Embiid, Paul George, big three, Tyrese Maxey was asserting himself. The fact that I liked the Clippers more than the Sixers going into last season, I mean, that's one of my best takes ever.
I don't understand this concept of playoff experience the way everybody...
One of my favorite takes of all time. Going into the playoffs last year, the number of people that said, "Oh, I don't think the Thunder are going to win it because they don't have any they don't have enough playoff experience." And then I put out this video.
So far throughout the playoffs, everybody keeps telling me about this magical concept of playoff experience. That's why they don't believe in the Thunder or they love the Warriors. And obviously, I'm not an idiot, right? Like on the surface level, I understand what people are getting at because like with anything,
I really think this is my favorite take of all time.
Like, it's helpful to have done it before to try to do it again. But also, having no playoff experience clearly didn't matter to Alperen Şengün in Game 1. It didn't help a playoff vet like Fred VanVleet from having a horrible game. Quentin Post or Brandon Podziemski don't have any playoff experience. Does that not matter? Is it only whether or not your stars have it? Like, what even constitutes experience versus not? Is there such thing as bad experience? To me, what matters is just, are you built for the moment?
Actually, let me look at the comments on this real quick. I want to pull this up. Playoff experience is a real thing. In basketball, you need your team's best 3 players to have gone to at least the Eastern or Western Conference Finals to be legit contenders. The Thunder had never made it out of the second round. Teams with this type of experience are able to conserve energy in earlier rounds and then turn it... What are you talking about, bro? Yep, this is the last short I needed of him to know he doesn't fucking understand many concepts. The ability to close games, get a basket, or defensive stop when everything else is not working. The best example are the Nuggets. Take the OKC series. I can't even read this guy's comment. I'm going to reply to this guy right now. How'd that age for you, buddy? Thunder won the title. I'm going to reply to all these comments right now. So who knows more ball now? Aged like the best milk possible. No, aged like fine wine. 1v1 me. If engagement bait means I know ball, then hell yeah, brother. I could do this for days. This is kind of funny. 1 year of Jaden Daniels was enough for Andrew to stop believing in playoff experience.
All right, we've made it to the second round of the NBA playoffs, so here are my predictions for every series. So starting with Pacers Cavs, dude, the Pacers are no joke. And obviously I'm recording this after the Pacers already won game 1, but even going into this series, I love this Pacers team. If the Cavs don't have a healthy Darius Garland, I just don't know if they have enough offense to keep up.
Yeah, there you go. I took the Pacers to win in round 1 versus the Bucks. I took them to beat the Cavs when no one else was taking them to win that series. And then I took them in 6 games to go to the finals and beat the Knicks when everyone thought the Knicks were the favorites after beating the Celtics.
It's a gritty Pacers team to send the Knicks home for the second straight year. I got Pacers in 6.
I, of course, then also picked them to lose in 5 in the finals, but oh well.
Grip for game 1 of the finals. Here's exactly what's going to happen. So Chet Holmgren gets the scoring starter early with a dunk on the first possession, and he has a big 8-point.
I could never hit the first bucket guy.
It is obvious that this Thunder defense has Tyrese Halliburton in jail. He doesn't score in the first quarter, and the Thunder are up 7.
Okay, so the Thunder were up 9 after 1.
Kind of back and forth. TJ McConnell hits a couple buckets. Aaron Wiggins hits a couple buckets. And this Thunder crowd is on fire as they stretch their lead to 12 at halftime.
Thunder were up 12 at halftime. And look at that. McConnell hit a couple buckets. And Aaron Wiggins hit 1 bucket in the second quarter. Pretty spot on.
Third quarter is all Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 15 in the third alone, and the lead just keeps on growing.
What'd Shai have in the third? 9 points. Okay. Not quite 15, but pretty close.
Miles Turner throws down a poster dunk early in the fourth to kind of switch up the momentum. Pascal Siakam has a big fourth quarter, and the Pacers storm all the way back.
What'd Siakam do in the fourth? All right, 3 points. 19 for the game.
And take the lead after back-to-back clutch threes from Andrew Nembhard.
Cue it.
Reese is not even the main ball handler at this point in time because the defense has been so aggressive.
Nembhard steps back, three-pointer. Got a three-pointer from Nembhard.
And the Pacers do it again and come back in the fourth to steal game.
Incredible. Calling a Pacers comeback when they were massive road underdogs. Talk about a hell of a take. I say this every year, but when you're in the takes business, obviously you're going to get some stuff right. Obviously you're going to get some stuff wrong, especially when you're making predictions. You know what I'm saying? So whether or not you think that means I know ball, I'll leave that up to you. But as always, appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and got a lot more long form content coming out this summer. So until then, peace out.